As part of our package looking at ALS, staff writer Steve Hewitt is profiling a team put together in honor of Pete Frates by Frates' former roommate, BC basketball player Sean Marshall. Team Challenge ALS is competing in the ESPN televised tournament known simply as the basketball tournament. And they've pledged to donate a portion of their winnings to ALS research through the ALS Association. So Steve, for those not familiar with the tournament, first, how does this work? It's
a pretty new tournament. It started in 2014 with 32 teams. It's since expanded to 72 teams for this year's edition. It's 5-on-5, college rules. Former NBA players have played in it. There's a lot of college alums that kind of get together. So you have your Syracuse alum team, your Wake Forest alum team. It's a winner-take-all tournament. Prize money started with $500,000 in 2014 and is now a $2 million cash prize.
Wow.
To the winning team. So
Sean Marshall is the GM of Team Challenge ALS. What's his history in this tournament and this team overall? How have they done in the past?
So it's interesting. Sean Marshall, former BC captain, all those good BC teams in the 2000s under Al Skinner. He was on a team 2 years ago called Skinner's Freight Train, which was made up of former BC basketball players. But for whatever reason, he told me that they just didn't want to commit to playing another year. So he reached out to Pete's parents, pitched him an idea. I want to create a team in honor of Pete. They were all for it, and they made a crazy run as a #6 seed to the championship game. But they lost to the team Overseas Elite, which actually won their 3rd straight championship. Sean Marshall told me after the game, pretty much directly in the locker room, like there was a lot of emotion. Obviously, they went on this huge run in honor of Pete, and they came out just short. Obviously, they lost the championship game. They all decided pretty much immediately after the game that they wanted to come back again for this summer, for this year's tournament.
So you mentioned to me that when you talked to Sean, he said that they're doing something a little different this year with the jerseys to honor some of the people across the country who are battling ALS right now.
Right. So last year they had all the players had the name Frates on the back of their jerseys, and they kind of realized over the course of the tournament that this obviously wasn't just about Pete. This is an illness that touches so many people. Every jersey for this year's team is going to have a different name on the back of the jersey. So Sean's going to have Frates on the back because obviously they're close with each other. Dick Kelly, who's a former media relations guy at BC, he died of ALS. His name's going to be on the back of a jersey. It's about a lot of different people who have this disease across the country and across the world.
Steve, it's a great story. If people want to watch Team Challenge ALS play Saturday, where, when can they see that?
So they're playing out in California. They're in the West region, they're the #1 seed, and they'll be playing at 5:40 on ESPN 3.
ESPN 3, okay.
Yep.
5:40 Saturday night.
Yep.
Steve Hewitt, thanks for joining me.
You got it.